I'm still that people are like, oh, look at that handsome boy. No, it's a fucking abomination of nature. It's no.
Don't talk about himbo like that.
I'm not talking about himbo like that. I'm talking about Kembo like that. Kembo. Anyways, with that foreshadowing, hello and welcome everybody to the AWKWARDCast, where A&Y and Keyframe wonder about random drivel like Kembo. But yeah, we are back. We finally got out of the claws of real life and went back on the internet, and we found somebody. We found a cat there who was already lurking in the comment section over there for the longest time, and now he's here with a face. Odie.
Yeah, I do have a face.
Wow, I don't believe it.
Does it count as a face?
I guess, and if we just realize this is face reveal, isn't it? At least in public space.
For the public, it is, I think.
Yeah, in private space, we have been blessed with the glance of the Odie face a long time ago.
I guess that's why I was never invited again.
But I remember you were very clearly like back then. My face stays private, so
yeah.
Now it's fuck it.
I mean,
what are they going to do? The worst thing that can happen is already on screen.
Yeah. But I mean, like you actually already went further than I ever did. Because with your professional profile. Oh, I need to make you bigger, right? You have a green frame. But with your professional profiles, you actually reveal your full name on the internet. I don't. Unless you find my LinkedIn.
Never.
I guess if you find my LinkedIn.
My real name is there? Oh,
not here, no. But I mean, like you posted before publicly the translations you did, and you did the translations under your real name, don't you?
Yeah, I did.
So yeah, you already have more balls than me.
Max wants to keep his last name so private. He told me he didn't want his last name in a professional book. So
it's true. But then again,
baby.
But then again, I once asked somebody to basically the step before doxing, but trying to figure out my last name. I was like, yeah, go at it, figure it out. You have my permission to go and find me out, and I'm like, yeah, it will probably like 10 minutes or something.
It took me like 3 seconds, right?
Hateful, yeah. And it was like, he will probably have it in 10 minutes. 5 seconds later, is your last name blip blip blip? I'm like, what? How?
Yeah, he's good at that.
He is.
That's a scary power.
No, then again, I figured out how, and I corrected my mistake. I wonder how much I should say, because otherwise I make it too easy for people. Let's just say I used my online nickname, so A&Y, on a platform where for the username, I made a pun on my last name. So any German person would look at it as a pun. But as somebody who doesn't speak German, he looked at it and was like, is this your last name?
Oh, I think I know how that. I think I know where he found it. I think that was one of our first conversations. Was, is this your last name? And he's like, no, it's a pun. And it's like, oh,
on my last name.
Yeah, good job.
But yeah, Odie, well, having you here, please do tell us, who are you, what do you do, and why should people care? And now, as agreed, your magnum opus, your Twitter.
They shouldn't. If someone finds out who I am, they have gone too deep in meeting you two. I'm Charlie. What do? I rant at people. I sometimes do translations. Very often. Sometimes.
You send pictures of creatures with knives to people.
No, that's just you, and that's just because you deserve them.
Yay!
And yeah, that's.
And I guess hanging out in this comment section and doing weird edits after shows occasionally.
Odie's
yeah,
a great
I'm the guy
mod.
who threatens people in Keyframe's live streams.
Hey, you wouldn't need to threaten people if people weren't stupid. So you're doing good work. But yes, Odie is a certified dude. He's a dude.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to recently? Have you been slaying any dragons?
No, I haven't been able to play Skyrim lately.
No,
it was a good comeback. Probably one of the best so far.
Yes.
I don't have a computer for Elden Ring.
That's true.
Lately, I don't know. I a lot of schoolwork, college work. I made a robot that can fucking travel using a labyrinth. It's called a micro mouse. I made an AI that can't what's it called? It can detect the shape and size of fucking things in pictures.
Okay.
Oh, like a recognition software.
Yeah, and this morning, my cousin's dog tackled my sister and threw her to the ground. So fun day.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, you've had a more interesting day than I think we've had weeks.
Yeah, that's why I told you he's a savage killer.
That's the picture you sent me of. Oh, look at this savage killer, and it's just this precious baby boy.
Yeah, that's a 6 months 6 months old dog. Hold on, I can.
I'll put it in the chat. I'm putting it in. Yeah, guys, you're gonna see a savage killer apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, and we were playing with him in the park, and my sister got tackled by him, and
huh?
She's fine, but it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at this savage boy with his flipped over ear.
Monster dog.
No thoughts, just. Oh, he's.
How old is he? He looks still young.
He said 6 months.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, get the corn out of your ears.
Right.
There we go.
But yeah,
any what?
Anything to add to inventing an AI, sending your dog
robots
after? Yeah.
And attack dogs.
I got a pin calculator.
Oh, well, that's even more important. How dare you omit this information from us?
Actually, I think.
I mean, that's probably cooler than my 1990s looking ass Casio calculator.
Technically, I have one somewhere around here, I believe. Nope.
What, caveman? Do you have an abacus?
I have that thing.
Well, there you go. That's been the active life of
a person who has an active life.
Who has a life. Let's see.
But,
did I do anything?
I mean, it was a long time. When was the last show? Oh, there.
I don't want to go through weeks of what we missed. I'm only going through this week, but because I don't feel like it today. It's hot.
Fair.
It's hot, and I want this show to end as fast as possible so I can either go to the gym or take off all my clothes.
Oh my.
Or there was not an and, it was an or. It's hot out.
In that order. What's that? Nope.
Anyways, did anything happen in your life besides going to your training and everything?
Yes, but I will try to keep it short for the sake of, your gym or your clothes, one of those two, apparently.
Well, you go do that. I'm gonna go grab water.
Okie dokie. Yes, one of the reasons why there was no show over the last 2 weeks was that we were road tripping, this time without ferrets, sadly. We had to leave them with another vacation home, which was interesting. So they do not only have ferrets themselves too, but they also have cats. And they let the cat basically roam around and go into the ferret room. So they have separate ferret rooms, like for theirs and for the guests. And apparently, yeah, it's a thing where the cat just goes in there and is just looking, observing the ferret just woozling around on the floor, and not really much interaction. And apparently, ferrets don't try to eat cats, so it works. I mean, when we originally arranged that, she was like, "Is this okay?" And I'm like, "I don't know. You are the guys who know your cats best, and I would and you have ferrets, and I would assume that if our ferrets get freaked out by the cats, that you don't let the cats in their room anymore." But yeah, for us it was like a lot of family business. First, my niece got her first commune, and then my dad had a big round birthday, and we went to a center park, which is one of those, I'm not sure, there's probably an equivalent to this in America. It's like a resort with a bunch of bungalows, and in the center of it is a giant dome, and the dome has like tropical plants and animals, and also a big water park with a lot of slides and stuff. So yeah, a lot of happy family fun time. Besides playing more and more crude games with my, in one case at least, officially adult, the other one still getting up to it, nephews, games. The highlight definitely was, so we were, as an entire family, like everybody, the in-laws, my parents, down to my nieces and nephews, so 3 generations, 14 people. We wanted to book laser tag. And the thing was like, we were like, trying to, but doing breakfast, like, do we want to do this? And we were also like, Dad, are you really, do you want to join? And he's like, yeah, you have to try everything once in life. And we were like, oh, okay. I mean, he has military background, so he technically probably also must have had weapon training at some point. I mean, he was a doctor, so he was not like active soldiering with weaponry, but he had weapons training and whatnot. So we were like, okay, if he wants to join, we will not say no. But yeah. So we originally wanted...
he won, right? So he won, right?
Not really. but the point was, we were like indoor or outdoor, and we were like, indoor is fun, but especially if we have like unexperienced people with us, like very tiny nieces, kind of elderly people. I mean, yeah, I guess you can call my parents elderly people. So if you have this entire span, maybe the typical indoor, everything dark, black light, techno music in your ears kind of laser tag might not be the best. So we tried to go for outdoor laser tag. And we were like, okay, we all agree, we all do it. 40 people, outdoor laser tag, go, get this appointment. And then 2 minutes later, my sister comes back. No, we were too slow. It's already booked out. Okay, quick family decision. Do we do indoor laser tag? Yes or no? We're like, okay, let's do indoor laser tag. Whatever, we'll make it work somehow. What we didn't know, it was not in the dark, wobbling techno blacklight shenanigans. In this center park, they had some kind of indoor pirate bay, like with a pirate ship and and caves and hanging bridges and whatnot, which is like open for just which is just open just for the kids to run around during the day. After 6 p.m., they empty this thing out and make it a laser tag arena. Like no darkness, no techno, but a fucking pirate bay, and you are like, I was like literally camping on a tower and.
No, of course you were.
Yeah. My brother-in-law murdered me at least once. So fantastic groundwork for family feuds, but it was wild. So if you ever have a chance for this kind of indoor laser tag, do it. We weren't even bothered by the fact that a few strangers also played were also there, so we had to include strangers in our teams. We were sadly not enough to go like our family against the rest of the world. Not enough. No. We were the other people were like only 10 or 12, so we were not enough to. But either way, great fun. Definitely the highlight of the trip. Otherwise, not too much happening that week. So just after that, back to normal. Day-to-day work, working out. Ferrets indeed. They after a week of or 1.5 weeks of vacation, which was the longest time we had. No, cannot be the longest time. No, we had them longer elsewhere, or similarly long. But yeah, they came back and they were still recognizing their old home very quickly and are back to their usual antics.
If their attention span is that small, that should be concerning.
I know, but they had a very...
When do ferrets' memories start to fade? They're not goldfish.
No, but their vacation home was pretty neato. I mean, we got some pictures and videos sent, and...
Then that's not them forgetting. That would just be them being annoyed, being like, I want to go back.
Basically, yeah. But they accepted, like, okay, we are home again. Probably the same mood we were in after returning.
Time to go beg for paste.
I guess. But yeah, I guess that was... highlight of my week. It was great fun, and I'm back again.
Hooray!
Yes.
Guess who's back?
Indeed.
Don't tell anyone. But yes, what did I do? What did I do this week?
Did you go to the gym?
Yes, I did go to the gym.
Did something weird happen at the gym? I mean, that's usually
I can rant about a trainer that I had. That's not my usual. Ingrid.
Oh, what happened? Did she also go on vacation, or?
Ingrid's on vacation right now. She's up in San Francisco. She's a lovely lady. She's been my trainer in September it'll be a year. But for like, I go to group classes sometimes when I'm not feeling that mentally well, and I'm like, okay, the only way I'm going to actually get a proper workout in is if I'm working out with people and not on my own devices. Sometimes it just be like that, where you can't trust yourself. So I went to a group class. It's usually hosted by her, but this time it was hosted by, let's call the guy Carl, for anonymity's sake. And you know what? He's probably a nice guy IRL, but sometimes you don't mesh with a trainer's methods, right? Like, not everyone's a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am not the size for Justin.
Well,
Justin. Well, you know what? He doesn't watch the show, but we're going to still call him Carl.
Carl.
He does things where it's more quantity than quality of your form, which I think is a good idea. Like, he really believes in the high interval training. Not in the best way. So all the sets are like a minute and a half long with like 10 seconds rest in between, which I don't think is enough if you're going to be doing like heavyweight shit. I don't think that's okay. And he kept compounding every subsequent exercise in the same muscle group. Like, if you're going to do a full body workout, don't make every workout after which the same muscle group, so you're just working out your triceps 3 times over. You know what that's going to do? That's going to hurt your triceps.
Oh, I thought it would give you big triceps.
No, because you have to
actually...
I'm sure
the cat will make them look big.
Fucking idiot. The other thing was, like, if you ask him, hey, am I doing this correctly? Is my form right? You know, the most important part of doing anything that involves weights, he'll look at you and then he'll walk away. Which, I mean, like, some people are like, no news is good news kind of thing. I'm like, no, because then I'm not knowing what I'm doing right or wrong. Also, I could kind of get a judgy sense when it's like, hey, I need to use a lighter weight because I have fucked up shoulders. I've gotten better. My shoulders look better and are a lot better, but I still don't like doing high quantity training with heavy weights. I don't want to fuck up my shoulders again. So I'm like, hey, I need to move from a 25 to like a 15. I just want to be careful. And then he's just like, then go get it. It's like, you don't need to be a dick about it. I'm sorry. It's like, and also in general, like he gets all scoffy if you stop like while you're doing sets, like you're doing hip swings and you run out of breath. He doesn't like it when you stop to breathe, and it's like, sorry, sir, I have limited lung capacity. Unless you want to deal with a 25-year-old passed out on the floor, you're gonna let me take a break to breathe. I'm sorry. And it's just like, I was just, after that class, it was like, man, I genuinely did not. I had more fun running the mile before my class because I came to the gym early to do a weigh-in. And so I was like, well, I have nothing to do. I'm going to go and listen to the Moulin Rouge soundtrack and jog on the treadmill. I had more fun doing that. Fucking just straight up cardio, my least favorite thing in the world, compared to weightlifting. How do you make me not like weightlifting? But so that wasn't the most fun experience. I can't wait for Ingrid to come back. I miss her.
Aww.
All people named Ingrid are wonderful people. I haven't met someone named Ingrid I don't like. To be fair, I think I've only met 2. So, but both of them have been fairly nice. But besides that, what else did I do? I started recording for a video that's going to be coming out later in the summer that has live action bits. That is also about fitness stuff. So I have that. Using one of my favorite tropes, which is anything can hold a lav mic if you try hard enough. Right now, my current thing that I have my lav mic on is a dry erase marker. Because I like holding a mic rather than having it clipped to me. So it's just easier to go like, yeah. This is just smarter. I mean, I did also try putting it on like different things around my room, including calculators and other stuff, but this one just felt the most natural. The most natural you could. Don't try cutting off the calendar.
I actually moved in the other direction.
There we go.
If anything, I brought the calendar closer to it.
You acknowledge the calendar. I win. But no, besides that, it was also like actually setting up stuff in the background, slowly putting together my office. I have a shelf. Mind you, 2 of these shelves are just filled with the Hollow Taco collection I have, which I had some friends judge me about when I took pictures of it and put it in chat rooms. They were like, why do you own that much nail polish? It's like, why do you not have a life? Like, don't judge me for my
your own business.
Look, man, at least this is a collection with practical application. I actually do something with it. It doesn't just sit on the shelf. It sits on the shelf so I have a place to grab it when I want it.
I'm feeling called out about my shelf.
What? You're the person who wants to make a video about how collections are stupid. I'm just saying that mine doesn't count because mine serves a practical purpose.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely fine. I mean,
exactly.
I also don't have a collection, but I have my random knickknacks.
You have a bunch of... Well, yes, but knickknacks are different. Those are like mementos. Those are different. Most people are just like, how much money have you spent on all those collection boxes? And it's like, that's none of your goddamn business. I still pay my bills. But yeah, besides that, recording and everything, in a couple weeks I'm going to be in Atlanta for MomoCon. I'm a VIP guest with DA Games, so that's going to be cool. And I also got officially announced as a guest at Winnie City over the past week. So yeah, there was also that. And they used my human avatar, which was a very like surreal thing of just like, wow, I gave them my pony. They could have used the pony, but no, I'm more identifiable as a person now.
Wait, you have a pony?
I know, right? Oh wait, I can't.
I thought she had died. Like, I don't know. Like this weird video came out like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Fucking died.
This is actually very fitting.
The timing.
before people ask, no, the coat is sewn onto this. I can't just take it off and make her Keyframe. So
Nikki.
I was saying while we were watching the video that it's weird to look at show style ANY without the TF2 gear because he looks naked, and then my pony comes on screen with no clothes, and it's like, oh, never mind. It can get worse. It can get worse because like I think we're like one of a few characters in that show that actually outside of that show are not show style. Like when you see us, so it's like, it just looks wrong.
It looks very uncanny. It's true.
But yeah, oh yeah, so, yeah, besides that, in that video, which, you know, it happened, it was hilarious, besides that, we've just generally been normal and getting ready for that, what? Oh, there I am!
Yeah! Look at you, dear person.
There's a bit of an ego boost of being like, I'm at that stage where I'm identifiable as a person like AC and Saber and Paleo. Because they're not their pawns either.
No.
So it's just like, wow, I feel vindicated, which I especially needed that after that TF2 video came out, people being like, man, I don't even see Keyframe much anymore. Where is she? It's like, who's your eye? I love one person who was like, does ANY even have a Twitter? It's like, oh, you.
What? I mean, I basically don't post any original content except for stream announcement. I just retweet. I already was wondering, like, do I need to set something up to have like all the art retweets going in one extra Twitter, and my main Twitter is just like.
I mean, isn't that what Media Dump was for?
Yeah, but my Media Dump was like YouTube likes and Tumblr posts automatically getting channeled there, and then both sides stopped doing that, and I'm like.
Well, but hey, you have the occasional ferret, so...
It's true, but then again, I also post many of my ferrets in my Discord, link down below.
Yes, point being...
I was about to say, they are some I've seen some of those people in our Discord servers. You two are literally a click away. How...
Yeah, I know, right? It was like such a, like, you have people who are just sad for us to leave the series, like Good Boys, like Brogar and stuff, and it's like, yeah, that's fine, you could feel sad, it's okay, they're there, but they know we exist outside of it. I sometimes wonder if people forget that we weren't characters created for the show. Yeah. It was just a funny thing of like, there was one person, bless their heart, they replied to someone being like, man, I hope we get to see Key and Max again soon. And they were like, check out the Oddcast. I know they meant awkward, but they said the Oddcast. It's like, you know what? Your intentions are good. I like your enthusiasm.
But
yeah, so that was... Seeing me as a community guest with just my face and stuff, and the fact that the panel I'm going to be doing at Winnie City is actually a form of the Cracked Memory game we did on 3 Idiots, which we also did this weekend.
Yes.
And it was great. That was such a good 3 Idiots episode.
It was a brilliant one. It's true.
I came up with some great ones and some bullshit ones. Like... I think my personal highlights for that, besides the 3-time tie bullshit that happened, thanks, audience.
Yeah. But I am still so happy that I came in as a reigning champion, managed to become the absolute underdog throughout the show, so that my win at the end was again completely on brand or on theme, like.
It was just so funny to constantly hear you when Lauren got a question. I'm just like, no, I know this one, and then when you pick one, it's one that you don't know. It's like
I'm just bullshitting my answers.
It was just so. It was so fucking funny. But I mean, my other personal highlight was your almost disgust at when you got to the medic question.
Oh yeah.
He's like. No, I mean, he has this, he has that, but no, it can't be. Is it yeah? It's like, like.
But But yeah, I guess I put the links to this video as well as the Aftermath video in the description down below, because yeah, I guess the Aftermath video probably marks the last, at least planned MLP related content for the foreseeable future for both of us, doesn't it? Or do you have anything lined up? I don't have anything lined up, to be honest.
I'm thinking. I mean, I've had a thought about talking about the new CGI special that's coming out, because I watched the first 3 minutes of it that they released on YouTube yesterday, and it looks really cute. But I mean, besides that, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, by proxy, I'm gonna have to have I'm in MLP content always, because I've ended MLP conventions. So
fair.
I'm not dead yet. Besides what people may think in Twitter, I'm not dead. Oh god, now we're back to the fucking Kermbo.
Kermbo is even better.
Yeah, so this was a thing yesterday where I was like, because I like to cover up the questions in 3 Idiots with pictures of Kermit. Max is not a fan. And then I was like, I'm gonna change it to hit. I love this picture of Izzy so much. But I did a little photoshopping job. No, because during the 3 Idiots, when I was like, what if Himbo only had the face of Kermit or something? And you were like, I think that was fine. That would finally be the time that I look him in his little face, pick him up, put him in the garden, and close the door.
Exactly. Which I, by the way, tried.
He did try. It was very concerning to see Himbo's face perk up when the door was open.
Ooh, fresh air. Ooh. Do I get?
It just grabs him like, no. It's like, but yeah, that was the. Do you have the side by side of these two pictures?
Not a side by side, but I guess I can make a flash comparison. So, this is not the original. This is how a ferret face looks. Ferret face, not ferret face. Ferret face, not ferret face. See the difference? Pretty boy, ugly abomination. Natural born ferret with a tie. Whatever Keyframe created.
Handsome boy, nasty boy.
Basically, yeah. Oh yeah. Nasty, handsome. Nasty, handsome. Nasty. It's very easy.
Now I gotta take Peach's face or Marble's face and put it. I could put Marble's, because Marble's is the dumb sleepy one, and put it on Rocket's face.
Take your meme, Enigma, and go out of here. This meme is not.
Cute Kermit. See, I think people like Kermbo. I think people like Kermbo. I think people should accept more Kermbo, and I mean, I have plenty of pictures of Himbo because of the charity stream, and I have plenty of pictures of Kermit because I'm me. So who knows?
Who indeed?
Kermbo may have a little gallery dedicated to him.
Well, but after exploring this art of the week, how about we talk about media? Who wants to go first?
Let's let Odie go.
Yeah. Let go the Odie go.
That's an apple. Oh, okay.
But that's also.
He can't go first.
Ah, okay. Then never mind.
What about, Max? What about you?
So, about my media.
It's Kermbo?
No. We have been out a while, and I have been watching stuff. So I will do a lightning round.
No, no, you didn't run this by me. You could have ran it by me and be like, hey, can I do multiple ones? I would have said yes, but because you didn't run it by me, no, you only pick one.
Okay, then the chat has to decide which one I pick. And I guess you have to do your media while the chat is deciding. Okay. So, I was a lot in the cinema recently, so chat is going to pick the wrong one. Because there's a wrong one among those three. This is the thing!
Why give them a choice?
Because now I said there are 3. So, I guess I now have to give them all 3. And chat has to make the right decision, chat, and not pick the wrong one. Because I don't have to... Here's the thing, I don't... But here's the thing, I don't have too much to say about any of them. But nevertheless, so we have The Batman, we have Sonic 2, and we have Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I guess. Okay, Vody was already voting. Odie was already voting, but you gave 2 thumbs up, didn't you? This is not how voting works.
Oh no, I
was expressing my opinion on the movies.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Ah.
I had an up for Batman, 2 thumbs up for Sonic, and he had 2 thumbs down for Multiverse, and I had. Okay, it seems like.
But yeah, why?
People are. I guess exactly. I can go with mine.
Yes.
Mine is a quick one.
Yeah.
So I found a new YouTube channel over the past week, called Kitty Monk, and she does like little analysis video essays, but they're good. And the reason I found them is because the algorithm blessed me with the "Is Hekapoo even a good character?" which is their most recent one. They do a lot of Star versus analyses, and let me just say, it's very cathartic to hear someone talk about the degradation of season 4 in a way that they do.
There was a season 4?
I mean up to Coronation, and then the show ended. Good high note though, but
okay.
But no, they've had episodes talking about like why Toffee is a memorable character, if Glossaric was the true villain. Yes, he was. Was Mina just unused and wasted? Yes. Moon's whole thing. The problem with Starco, there's many. And they do other stuff too. They've done quite a few of Rick and Morty and Owl House and Gravity Falls, and I just like how they're very well spoken. I think it's very hard to talk about what makes a video analysis good. It just everything feels succinct, and they don't feel like they're up their own ass. So I
need to watch this.
Yeah, so I really recommend any of their Star Versus ones. I think they're all really good.
They have a neat little playlist for it.
They have a neat little playlist. And then besides that, I mean, I think their Rick and Morty ones are also good. My only thing is I wish I could tell them to use a different font for their thumbnails, because it's hard to read with my little eyes. But obviously they're eye-catching enough that they get the views where the algorithm picks them up the way they do. So they're still relatively small. They're at 17.4K, but I think they're showing real potential. I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say they watch the video because they don't understand what the words are saying.
But yeah, so I fully recommend them. I guess the people who wouldn't like them are people who don't like analyzing. So there you go. Or if you really like Star versus Season 4 and don't like hearing any criticism. So if you're aficionados Chris, don't watch this. Chris is a very staunch defender of the Star versus finale.
I mean, he was also a defender of the Endgame ending. Yes, and at the end of the day, the producers actually sided with my opinion.
What, that the Endgame doesn't make any sense?
No. Can I? Do I just go? Wait, in case anybody really cares about spoilers for Avengers Endgame. Spoiler warning, whatever.
It was like 2018.
I know. What? Okay, I turned.
Movie of that year.
Okay, I turned it off. But the fact that Cap was there at the end, it didn't make. He lived out. So they confirmed that he actually did live out in another dimension, or in another timeline, which was the thing. That's the only answer that would make sense. But how did he get there then? He should have still popped out of the same machine just as an old man. But for cinematic reasons, they did the dumb thing. And they confirmed that my complaint was correct, or kind of.
He apparently lived in that timeline, but did fuck out about everything bad that was going to happen.
Or maybe? We don't know. I mean, we also don't know what happened in his timeline. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, this is still fine. Living his life without interfering with the main timeline. Okay, fine. But the fact that he then was like, ha, sneakily I come back through a back door and just sit there on the bench. Like, Anyways,
Yeah, I fully recommend this. I mean, they gave me something to talk about for media that wasn't the creator clash match that happened last night, because I was like, while it was a really good event, I don't think anyone here wants to hear me talking about YouTubers beating each other up, even though some of that was really fucking good. There is nothing better than watching Dad, like the AI guy that I talked about on the podcast before, walking into the ring and just beating the shit out of Matt from Super Mega in a match that only lasted 22 seconds. Like, I'm just saying, there's the clip of it. The guy demolishes him. It's not even funny.
Or is it?
You're laughing.
Oh shit, I clicked the channel, not the video. I do this with Twitter links all the time.
Hold on.
There it is. Just watch it. Boom! Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah, 22 seconds and the ref is like, nope, done. And that fucking swagger just like, yeah.
With fucking pink gloves and pink booty. That is.
Oh yeah.
That is the man right there.
No, I mean, when Dad came out into the ring, he ran in and then he jumped on one of the little like corner ledge things and was like, yeah, he was set to kill. He was set to kill mode. I don't know what the hell Matt was thinking. He was just like, But like, I don't like boxing. I don't care about it. But holy crap, this was really good. They put on a good show. It was a good show. I mean, it was also great seeing Aaron from Game Grumps fucking stand his own against Harley from Epic Mealtime. A man who's 50 pounds heavier than him and at least like 4 inches taller. That's looking at fucking...
Sounds illegal.
The thing is, I think like Harley was trying to cut down weight and Aaron was trying to gain weight up because it's technically a heavy class match. But heavy class, you're supposed to be, I think, like 220. And then above, Aaron is 214, but technicality. But I mean, kudos on Aaron because he came into this 2 months after Harley came into it, so that's 2 months difference in training as well. And it's like, Jesus Christ. But they did something right if I was invested in a fucking boxing match. And now I want to be in a boxing match.
Yeah,
I want to
watch it now.
I want to be like Dad. I just want to come in and just swing and end something really fast. I have a lot of pent-up anger that I think this would do really well.
How about Red versus Blue IRL?
Who would I beat up? Did I beat up you?
Is it just class against class? Oh no, this means I have to beat up Sweetie. No, I wouldn't want to do that.
I could beat up Josh.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably would.
I would want to watch that.
He'd probably be like, I can't hit a girl. Meanwhile, I can hit you.
You can't hit a girl.
Yes, you can. People should always hit. Let me phrase that.
Careful there.
If the person deserves it, it doesn't matter what gender they are. If they deserve to get punched, you punch them. Especially if they punch you first. It doesn't matter if you're cis, if you're trans, if you're non-binary. If you punch someone, expect a punch back. Unless the person really fucking deserved it.
Yeah, you remember the quote, these hands are rated E for everyone.
Yes, you're about to get these hands, and it's buy one, get one free.
But
so there you go. My actual media was Kitty Monk, but I had to show Dad just beating the shit.
It was a beatdown.
What? I saw someone mix it with cartoon sound effects.
Oh boy.
Which makes it so much better. But yes, so that was my media. Odie, do you want to talk about yours?
Yeah, what is it called? Beatdown Dad? No. What's the name? Beatdown Dad? No.
No, what are you talking about? Are you talking about Odie's media?
No. There's a term in the American language. Beatdown Dad?
A beatdown?
No, the dad. A beatdown dad?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
A
I thought you
deadbeat?
were to ask what the event was called. No, the event's called Creator Clash, and the guy who fought was Dad.
But while Odie is doing his media, chat, remember to vote. Not saying this because the wrong one is in the lead.
Why don't you just make a straw poll?
Too easy. Anyways, Odie, tell us about whatever that is.
Oh, okay. Can you? Yeah, never mind.
I can go back to the beginning if you.
I mean, no, let it go. It's funnier this way. This is Aphrodita, a video by Pascu and Rory. They are the creators of the Stripando la Historia series. This is probably the best animated series that I have ever seen in YouTube. They make songs. This usually songs with stories. So they have the Stripando la Historia for I don't know, any fairy tale you want. They have Snow White, Rapunzel, Mulan, fucking Beauty and the Beast, but they don't use the Disney versions. They talk about the original myths. So the original. Actually, can you open the playlist?
Yes.
The channel.
The channel, absolutely.
Look on the video. Scroll very far down.
Wait, how popular is it?
Oh, it's the great. It is the most well-known Spanish-speaking series.
Yeah, wait. Why doesn't it doesn't have the sorting option?
Sorted by playlist. Look at the playlists.
Okay, I can do that.
Destripando la historia.
Historia. This one.
Yeah, look at the first ones.
Hermes.
Go scroll all the way down.
Okay.
So if you can see they have a very interesting art evolution, because click on the first one or the second one.
Yeah. Oh, that's an ad. Now we are making free ad for whoever that is. Go away. You are not our media.
They started with a fucking black pen in a whiteboard, and this is Beauty and the Beast. Hilarious. If people know me, the 3 people that know me, know that I fucking hate reference humor. This is probably okay. You can put another video, or leave this one. Doesn't matter. This is probably doing reference humor right. See, you can see that this is a character from another series. You can see this is a character that is lifted from pop culture, but if you don't know, they're still telling a good story. They're still making jokes. They're still making. I don't know if you can listen to the music, but the music is amazing. They take for fairy tales. They take the style of the fairy tale era, and to tell the story. They then made Marvel superheroes, and the latest videos have been about Greek deities. Each series of their videos has a different style. So Greek deities are all pop style songs. I think Hermes is Tokyo Drift. Poseidon is Aqua Barbie Girl. And the fucking Viking deities, the gods, the Nordic gods, are heavy metal and rock. They're amazing.
Let me go to the Vikings right away. I guess Loki counts as Viking?
Look for Thor.
Okay, this was Zeus, Chimerica, Hades, Poseidon, Thor. There we have a Thor.
Yeah, that's heavy metal. That's one of my favorite videos from them. You can listen to it, right?
I can hear it in the audience too.
Okay, yeah. So they have reference to their own content, and they have
Pokemon,
pop culture references, but they're fast. They're part of the story, and you don't care if they're a pop culture reference if you don't get the joke.
Yeah.
So this is why I love them. They know how to make reference humor right, and man, they're so good. The songs are.
Yeah, this is an entire thing versus fan service versus
Pandering.
fan pandering. Yeah. Or was it this? Like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they tell really good. They tell the original myths, or they talk about the original gods. It's so they're educative. They're funny. Their music is amazing. So yeah, I think every single person in the world should at least watch 2 of their videos.
You think that it's like entertaining enough that it passes like a language barrier?
Yes. I think I sent you those videos before.
Yes, you did. I'm saying to the audience, because I've watched
yeah.
the videos you sent me. I think they're entertaining.
Yes, I think even if you don't understand what they're saying, the visuals are very good at displaying what they're talking about. So yeah, I do think they can transcend the language barrier. Who would like it? Anyone who has taste will like them.
That's my favorite recommendation.
No, I mean if you like history, you will like it. If you like music, you will like it. If you like fairy tales and the real story behind fairy tales, because Disney fucking sucks at telling the true fairy tales, as everyone who knows about Disney knows. So yeah, who wouldn't like it? I don't know, people with no ears, no eyes, and no hands.
Oh wow. Okay, so rocks.
No, I think rocks will jump to this.
Okay. Well, there you go. So unless you are someone who went through a very, very terrible accident, you will like this.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, okay. Apparently, according to Enigma,
yes,
every movie got 2 votes.
Yeah, and I went back and I checked. I mistook somebody being like, "Oh, I plan to go see this movie" as a vote for that movie. So I guess I have to do a lightning round about all 3 since the chat has decided.
No. This is when we let chance decide. I'm pulling up Wheel Decider. I'm not allowing you a lightning round.
We've probably spent more time on discussing over the lightning round than I would have used for at least one of the videos.
Oh, wait. No, this is the principle. You run things by me, or you don't get to do it. I'm the co-host. Okay, yeah, look at Kernbo while I see what the wheel picks. It's spinning, and Multiverse of Madness.
Okay. No. Don't worry, I don't have too much to say about
Let me ask, what was the incorrect choice gonna be? Batman?
No, actually Sonic.
What?
I don't know. Then again, I don't have much to say about either of the 3, so...
But I mean, like, what happened with Sonic? Do you not like Sonic?
I probably had the least to say about it.
Oh, okay.
It's
if that's the indicator of...
Yeah, I mean...
When you say that it's the wrong choice, I thought that means that was going to be the one you were going to be most negative about.
I mean, technically, I mean, I am apparently in the minority of thinking that the first one was better. So... Already getting glances, getting side glances.
Were you sad that there wasn't enough human characters in it?
No, but it's like, I don't know.
People who get mad at Godzilla movies for only having the monsters be the main thing?
No, actually, here's the thing. The human characters in the first Sonic, for the most time, because it was a more road trappy thing, was like... more the back and forth was more even. The second movie had basically the Muppet movie thing, like you have the human standing in the background like, oh, I'm here too, or I'm observing all those artificial beings doing the actual plot stuff. I mean, they were trying in Sonic 2, but in the big battle scenes, the humans, except for Robotnik, he surprisingly
no, here's the thing. No. Jim Carrey is a cartoon character.
Oh, see, this explains it. Yes, okay, you see, this is how Jim Carrey breaks it by being a real-life cartoon. But the humans, they were, like, trying to be in the midst of the action. It's the action of the end. There's action at the end. Spoilers.
Fine. I'm going to let you talk about Sonic 2 and Multiverse. Batman gets nothing, though. I'm way too interested in your wrong opinion about Sonic 2.
I totally didn't already switch the image up there or something.
Yeah. I'm just letting it be official. It's on my
thank you. Yeah. No, but the thing is like, no, the humans felt like more like in a Muppet movie where they're just sidelined and standing and being like, oh, look, they are doing things, and while in the first one it was more on the same eye level, but I also had the feeling that I am just falling out of the demographic. It was like, I can see this being a great and fantastic and enjoyable movie for potentially younger people, especially younger people who are actually into Sonic, because the first Sonic movie was kind of my first serious exposure to it.
What's your demographic in mind? Because I know plenty of people in their late 20s and 30s who really love this movie. Like,
they are all just blinded by nostalgia. They are just Sega kids, that's all. I was a Nintendo kid, maybe that's why I didn't.
Yeah, you're gonna love
Like
the Mario movie when it comes out.
It's me, Chris Pratt.
It's me, Mario. No, that's not gonna be the voice.
Man,
I mean, I'm excited for whatever that Chris Pratt Garfield movie is that's going to happen. Morbid curiosity is going to kill me and the cat.
But I can't wait for Zombieland 3 in 10 years, where we have an elderly Chris Pratt and he's getting asked, do you have any regrets? And his dying breath is, only Garfield, I should have fucking listened to
Max,
Bill.
You do realize that in 10 years, Chris Pratt's going to just be like 50. How is that elderly? You do realize that in Zombieland 1, Bill Murray was already like nearing 70? Like.
I mean,
Don't you? But okay. But what about Knuckles and stuff? Come on.
Oh,
I think Idris Elba did a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just saw a tweet with a gif of Knuckles and somebody, Knuckles is a mood. And like, yeah, he's a mood. But as a movie, it was like, no, there were jokes in it. It was spectacle. It was also so much like, so much punchlines, like just like punchlines, and it felt like unorganic punchlines. Like they were like in a high action scene, and they were just like a cool whip at each other, and like.
the Marvel
Yeah,
style.
not the Marvel style, more the Saturday morning cartoon type.
I think it's, but I think that's just, maybe that's what the demographic thing is, because I feel like this is something that's just really representative of the franchise itself, is that you have a character like Sonic who is a 12-year-old boy. Let's not forget that this is probably the youngest Sonic has ever been in the franchise. He would want to be cool and do superhero quips. That's his whole thing, is that he wants to be a hero, like a superhero. So maybe that's just the thing. But I don't think that means that it's not. It is less of the demo of this is a movie made for the fans. And that's not a bad thing. It's just not a everyone.
Yeah, which is why I'm like my main my bottom line of it is like, yeah, I don't feel that I was the demographic for it. I'm not calling it a bad movie. I'm just saying the first one spoke more to me. I like the characters.
The first one was supposed to be like, you can enter it even if you don't know Sonic. So it's like, but I will say, this movie does something that the games never did, and I'm actually really happy it does, which is, I guess put a spoiler thing on. It's not the end credit.
Oh my, spoilers.
It's only if you don't know Sonic, I guess. It actually shows for the first time Eggman using the Master Emerald, which he's never done in the games, which you think he would.
So he has it and just doesn't use it?
He just keeps it, and I guess it powers machines, but he's never used the Master Emerald on himself, which when I saw it, I was like, huh. I never seen him actually use it as a person, which I guess which I'm like, that's really cool. Also, it was kind of terrifying. I don't like powered up Jim Carrey, and I don't like the way he held Agent Stone's face. Something's going on there. Bisexual lighting, I don't know. I mean, I just love Agent Stone. I keep hearing theories to be like the main human villain in the third movie, and I'm for it. because Jim Carrey's supposed to be retiring from acting.
I mean, he already did one, so...
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if Agent Stone's gonna be the big bad and do a fucking Sneasely like Sad AM, I am perfectly fine with this shit. I love Agent Stone. Yeah. His absolute joy when he's like, he's back! It's like, oh man, I just want a movie of Stone and Eggman. Fuck Sonic. I want to see them go on adventures and fall in love.
Oh, I would play this dating sim.
I would play this. Someone make a Stone and Eggman dating sim. I would play it. But yes, now what about Multiverse of Madness? Because this one's divisive.
Yeah, I guess it is. No, for me personally, I am still in my state where I am basically hypercritical of everything MCU because I wanna collect reasons to finally break up this abusive relationship that the MCU has with me and the rest of the viewership. Because that's what it is by now. It's an abusive relationship. It gives us crap and then it lures us back in with, but here...
Really good shows.
Exactly.
But it's like, damn it, you fuck with me with this movie, but Moon Knight's really good.
But yeah, but then they do an Eternals, and you are like, okay, slowly the facade is coming off. Some things are just outright shit by now, and I need more outright shit MCU properties, so that I eventually enough piles up that I can say like, okay, it's not worth it to stick with it anymore. However,
yes, what's your however?
Multiverse of Madness was sadly not a contribution to that list of too bad to stay with it. Which is why I'm surprised that I got so many thumbs down from you guys before.
I have a few just really glaring problems with Multiverse of Madness in that, like,
When do I have to put the spoilers back up?
No,
okay.
This one is, my biggest thing is that it's not a spoilery thing.
Okay.
It's a thing that people have known that was going to happen since interviews for the movie.
But people who don't watch the interviews, maybe I do have to put on spoiler warning?
It's not a spoiler to anything plot-wise, it's directing style.
Ah, okay.
Like, this is a meta thing. It's my same problem with Eternals. I hate the Marvel franchise hiring directors for their name and not how they direct.
Oh, yeah.
I was so psyched for Sam Raimi to come back. I love the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Peak superhero cinema. I love Sam Raimi in general. And when I saw that he was going to do Multiverse of Madness, I was stoked. Especially since they were saying, oh, there's going to be horror elements and stuff. Like, cool. And there are times in this movie that felt like a Sam Raimi movie. Like, I see him coming in.
There were some evil dab vibes.
But so much of it felt scrubbed clean, which is why I don't understand why people are like, oh, this should have been R-rated, or this is a Marvel horror movie. No, it fucking isn't. Are you a baby? Falcon and the Winter Soldier had more tough scenes than this. Like, and like when Chloe Zhao got hired to direct Eternals, and Eternals was that, it's like, why hire these people who are known for very particular styles of film and you don't let them do their style of film? One of the things that exhausts me about Marvel is the homogeny of it all. There was a thing to be praised about it with its consistency with lore, but that's because their consistency with lore was consistency also with their quality. But eventually, everything feels the same. Black Panther is still one of my favorite Marvel movies because it doesn't feel like a fucking Marvel movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Marvel has been one note. It's a good note, but it's one note.
Yeah, at some point you want to hear something else.
Yeah. Also, there's a particular scene in this movie, not gonna say it because of spoiler warnings, but I got really annoyed at what happened in it. Let's just say I felt the same way like when Quicksilver and Ultron with it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, I know which one, yeah.
You know which scene. I'll type it in the chat so Max knows.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie and I know that scene.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, okay, let's see. What is she typing?
Yeah, fucking is. I knew it.
Yes,
it doesn't make sense.
This one actually.
No
yeah, I didn't.
Scene.
Yeah, I mean, from the point of sense, it was like two things that bothered me about it. One, power creep. Power creep because people were already making fun about, okay, what other abilities will be there. And then it also is like, what is the big issue with comic book shit? Like, not up to this point, not the MCU, but what is the big thing that a lot of people criticize about comic book long-running comic book narratives?
Continuity.
Nothing is forever. Nothing is permanent.
Exactly. And how this scene just happens. I guess I have to put on the spoiler tag so that we can at least address it somehow.
Guys, this scene was just aggravating.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, because to try to wrap it up unspoilery before I then put the spoiler tag up. A scene that makes, a scene that makes death within the entire MCU like
meaningless.
Yes, it is like they went too generous with it compared to everything up to this point, because even in Infinity War they reversed everything in Endgame. But here's a scene where they just went all out, and it was like, but why does it not feel like it leaves an impact? It's like,
because you barely care about the people on screen.
Exactly.
Because you just met half of them.
Also that, but it's like, but the generosity with which they just created a kill count, it was like, Anyways, do we have more to say that I need to put up a spoiler tag, or?
Look, that there were some things in it that I did like. I mean, the performances were all good. Like, it's very hard for Elizabeth Olsen and
so good
Benny and stuff to not perform well. And the even for the short amount of time that some of the characters were on screen, I really liked the choices, and it was cool to see them. Let Sam Raimi just direct another Spider-Man movie and it not be in the Disneyverse.
Yeah, and let him actually direct it.
Let him go to the Venomverse. Let Sam Raimi fix the Venomverse.
Well, he can't make it worse.
He can't. After Morbius? No, you can't make anything worse after Morbius.
Why am I glad that I skipped that one? Is it spoiler tag time?
Do you have anything else?
I wasn't aware that we still need spoiler tag, but no, I mean to wrap up my spoiler-free thoughts. I'm not sure how I feel about the development of one of the characters, even though it was kind of foreshadowed. But I'm still like, okay, murderous psychopath. Fine, here we go.
Third season of Final Space vibes, and if you've seen the a particular character in Final Space, you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. And I was not happy with that development either, as you recall. So that's kind of like where I'm like, okay. Otherwise, to maybe also talk a little bit positive, why it's not ending up in the kind of category for me in the MCU. It was not, I dare to say, not to the degree as the first Doctor Strange movie, still a visual spectacle. It was a hell of a trip. It ironically felt a little bit more grounded, even though we now have an entire multiverse.
Cool.
I know, right? Way to go, MCU, by making a multiverse more grounded than it was before. I had a good time. I had some good laughs. I mean, Wong and Strange, they are just like in the aforementioned dating sim. You have Eggman, you have the Eggman Stone route, you have the Strange Wong route, and we probably also can come up with more routes that need to happen,
yes,
that I want to see.
We need the bromance dating sim.
Yeah. But yeah.
Even though Strange and Wong are more like a old married couple than bromance.
But they are so good together. They are so good I love those two together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I overall spectacle, popcorn. If you like MCU movies, you like this one because they're all the same as we just established. We only figured out that it was Sam Raimi and that he is the evil dead guy and everything on the way out when we saw his name in the credits. So we did not go in with that expectation and therefore didn't have that expectation disappointed or spoiled or shattered.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And with that, final thought. The Batman was quite nice, artsy, but
I told you that.
That movie's amazing.
I liked it too. It was a bit too dark, though. I mean, literally in color grading.
Yeah, and too artsy. And some scenes made me cringe. Some scenes made me cringe in the artsiness, but. Overall, I had a good. It was a good, nice new take on it.
Oh wow, Max can't stand artsy films. Wow, I'm sorry.
Individual scenes.
Movie and hated the art film. Okay.
Fuck you both. Fuck you both.
Hey, I gave you your nickname.
Superhero films make it actual like. A nuanced statement. Where's my big boom boom explosions? I'm Max.
No, okay, fine. Between those three movies, which ranking? The Batman I enjoyed the most. Strangeness with a little bit brain dead thing the second, and then with a little bit up off the field because it wasn't speaking to me, Sonic. All three of them are perfectly in the positive range. None of them was a bad movie. So that's all three.
It's just easy to make fun of you, Mr. I like the Illumination.
Yeah, look at Kerbo. Kerbo.
We're slowly just turning the word into Kirby. And but okay, now it's time for.
I mean, you know what you have to do now, Keyframe, right?
Do I have to put Himbo's face onto
No,
Kirby?
No.
Or...
You have to take this Kerbo as he exists and turn him pink.
Okay. So, but as I was saying, it's now time for the Q&A question time.
It's true.
I hate that picture. Do we have anything on Twitter?
We do have something on Twitter. So first we have a double combo. Started by Netro with Ask Awkward. Why? Followed up by Daniel 420. And more importantly, how? So, Odie, what do you have to say to in your defense? Because this was a reaction of your announcement. Why and how?
I don't know, by being a good HOTS player?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, so there's that.
Odie usually had to carry the team while I was as a medic running around and trying to make kills.
Yeah, I was going to say, not even a good HOTS player, but the only HOTS player who was playing the game.
So,
no, just remembering the times when Max would play Lucio. Not a fan of that happening.
But those were usually the times where Odie got MVP.
Yeah,
I still have the screen cap.
When Odie would just play Sergeant Hammer and automatically get an MVP because Sergeant Hammer exists.
But no, you were also the one who also had mastered not Abacus but the
Abathur?
Abathur, yeah. You were the Abathur one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But so yes, do we have to answer this question too of why and how? Because this was.
I guess we have.
You were playing too, and you were decent.
Unlike me.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Why? Because he asked. How? I asked Max.
Wait, I asked?
Did you?
You've had.
I believe it came up somewhere, and we were like, "Oh, Odie and awkward, ha ha!" And you were like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Something down those lines.
Yeah, something down those lines.
It came up, I believe, doing some gaming or whatever.
Mm.
Or you
Exactly.
were, yeah.
So blame yourself. You're here because of your own. Look at this. It's the consequences of my own actions.
Whoever says this line between the three of us, but the consequence of our own actions.
Mm.
Yes, of our own actions.
Okay, but yeah, I guess Discord.
Okay, Discord. Perfect. Thanks, Odie.
That
Good to
way.
see Zarya on there.
Why specifically the Zarya pick? What did I miss?
I don't know. I don't know why I kept this one.
There are so many potential picks, but this is the one you just said. Like, but then again, Zarya MVP is impressive because she is a good character, but it's so hard to get with her MVP because she is so more rounded and less punchy.
I mean, I do have the Kyle as MVP, but I don't think that was with you guys. Anyways, what's the fucking Discord question?
Yes.
I'm looking. I'm trying not to. There's not a lot of Discord questions that aren't asked by the guest himself.
What? Who would ever do that?
Let's see. Okay, here's one from Milkless in Manhattan. If you could be any feline, which feline would you be? I mean, for Max, I would guess a hypoallergenic one, or else he'd be allergic to himself.
Or maybe that would be the cure.
Maybe.
But by any feline, we are not necessarily talking house cat.
Yeah, you could be any kind of cat. You could be a big cat.
But yeah.
What kind of feline would you be?
Or would it just be this one? Oh, he. What are you focused on? I'm worried.
Me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was looking for the. Okay, yeah, I was looking for a specific kind of feline.
Okay.
Hmm?
Oh, you actually have a very specific one in mind. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's for a specific reason, and you can't tell which one it is.
Okay.
It's called the carousel or the caracal.
Oh, that's actually
okay.
pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
they have these fucking things in their ears, and I want to know how that feels.
Well, that's
probably very sensitive of just like, because I imagine they're used to detect things like in the air.
Yeah, there was something because I actually heard like what once it's what it is for. It's either a balancing or a hearing thing, but the little tuft of hair actually has a super strong effect for them.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
what about you, Max? Back on your question answering game.
I know I have one answer, but I don't want to use it, so I'm trying to come up with a different one.
Why do you not want to use it?
I don't know.
Is it off color? Like, what is it?
I not necessarily off color, and it just is like cringy fanboy. No, the same species. The same species that Catra is, so I can hook up with her. But then again, you don't even need to be her species to hook up with her.
Bro.
Isn't she a teenager?
Isn't she gay?
Yeah, I dare to say that's a bigger problem. That's a bigger problem. The other one is like, it's a fictional character. She will grow up.
I know. I just like it's just one of my favorite things, because I think we did the same thing with Devo once, and I was like, isn't she like 16 or something? It's just fun. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it!
Because at least most of my boys are just automatically older. Also, I have something to give you. This is my peace offering after that.
Is this your cat image or what? Oh no, I have a feeling what it is.
But no, what would I want?
What indeed?
I mean, the thing is, I would probably want to default to just a house cat, because house cats have it so fucking easy. They get to be assholes, and they still get food and shelter.
Despite
they are assholes and they get rewarded for it. Yeah.
Exactly. Half the reason you get a cat is because you like the fact that they're assholes. So I want to be just a very, very pretty little tuxedo cat.
Yep. That's basically what I expected to happen.
I didn't want to go to the effort of getting the tie to still be red, but I wanted to make sure that the dead soul's eyes were still black. But no, I want to just be a nice lazy house cat. I want to chill in the sun, eat food, and knock over people's shit. That sounds like a very nice life. I've had enough hardships in life. I want to have an easy street.
I can see that.
Fine.
I can see that.
Is there anything else on Twitter, or was that?
Oh no, there's more on Twitter.
Okay, cool.
Let me. Okay, so Twitter, yes, of course, we have our traditional good old would you, is it a would you rather? It is a would you rather from J-Rock.
Oh, always good.
Would you rather be would you rather be a sidekick to the least liked hero in a video game or a henchman for the most hated villain in a video game? I personally read this the first time and I was like, I know my answer. So somebody else go first. Sidekick to the least
to the least liked hero.
Yeah, or henchman.
Sidekick to the most hated villain.
Yeah, or yeah. I mean, henchman is basically evil sidekick.
I mean, which kind of video game are we talking? Because henchman fucking die in most video games.
It's a but then again, for dramatic purposes, sidekicks sometimes do too.
Yeah, but no, I was thinking like Batman doesn't kill supposedly, so.
But I don't have to save you.
No, that guy who walks. I was thinking of the animated series. Is that guy who walks into the room, sees that Batman is there, walks out and says.
Oh yeah. Exactly. That was a great one.
So I'd like to be that specific henchman, but other than that, yeah, I don't know.
I'm thinking, because I'm just like, if I was the sidekick of the least liked hero, that means that hero is not called upon very often. So I would have so much free time for activities. Like, I'd probably just pick that because that's an easy job. And if you're usually and I mean, superheroes usually have to have some kind of loaded or some kind of fallback thing. So, hey, I'd probably still get paid. Because a hero would probably feel morally bad to not pay their employee. Because a sidekick's basically that. As long as I'm not the next Robin, so I'm not as disposable as, like, Post-it notes, I think I'll be fine.
What, you don't like crowbars?
I'm just...
But you know,
I've been watching a lot of Batman lately.
No. I mean, it's a good thing to watch.
But you're thinking very much in line of modern media where where the heroes work as commercial organizations like My Hero Academia, not Good Boys, Bad Boys, no, The Boys.
There's no alignment with boys.
Yeah. I guess Invincible also has
somewhat. I mean, like, Ultraman or whatever he is.
He's independent, but they also
he's independent, but he makes it. But he makes good money if they're there.
Also true, yeah. But that aside, blah blah blah, brain fart. But okay, I see your reasoning. For mine it was pretty easy. Least liked hero is like, what is it, Fart Man? A Smell Man. I don't want to be the sidekick of Smell Man, but no, of course I go with the most hated villain. Why is this the
universe you're manifesting for yourself? Why is the hero's name Smell Man? I mean, it could also be the Tick. Let's keep in mind the Tick wasn't exactly the most popular hero in his universe. I think he was treated as a nuisance.
But no, I just read it and I was like, yeah, of course I go with the most hated villain, notoriety, bitch.
Would you be the henchman that tries to usurp the villain so you can be the villain, Highlander style?
Now the question: Highlander style or Starscream style?
But the thing is, with Highlander style, if it goes by Highlander rules, you absorb the power of the person.
But here's the thing: is Starscream is pathetic and nobody really wants to be him, but let's be honest, we all know I would be him. So,
No, and he has the advantage of still being around, so...
Also that.
He does go for himself.
Yeah. I mean, to be most hated villain, you need to be doing something right. But yeah, we still have this cat picture there. I should probably remove this since we already moved on to the next question.
Yeah.
What? This is...
To the next question.
It's Kirby. Kirby. He was there the entire time.
It's Kirby-o.
Yeah, Kirby-o. I even forgot the O. It's really transforming.
Poor Himbo. Where is Himbo right now? Is he sleeping somewhere?
Probably. But I don't know where. Not in reach, that's for sure.
Okay. Well, let's see. From To Be a Better Prince.
Oh, actually... Oh, no, wait. We just answered that question. Yeah, this was also my last Twitter question. So...
Yeah. Time for an Odie rant to be displayed.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And I know the best way to engage this. What are your unfiltered thoughts on an abrupt ending for shows like Amphibia and Owl House by the higher-ups in Disney, and what it means for new shows going forward? I would just like to add the addendum. Matt Braley wanted Amphibia to end.
I was going to say, Amphibia actually ended on schedule, and it was an amazing... Have you seen it?
No, not yet. Not the final.
We're gonna see it Tuesday.
Yeah, I got bored of constantly dodging spoilers, so I downloaded and watched the episode last night.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You have, you're gonna.
I have a feeling we're gonna like it. I've heard nothing but praise about it from the unspoilery people. But Owl House though, valid one to be at. So let's sit
it's not Amphibia. It's DuckTales. The one that.
What? Oh no! What happened again? Oh! The thing happened again.
Hi. What happened?
I don't know. The thing that keeps happening in recent history.
Turn back on your camera.
There we go.
All right. Okay. Did we miss a ferret?
Yes, you missed a ferret. Wait, he hasn't run fast enough.
Look, Himbo, you've been turned into a monster on screen.
Yes.
Aww.
Okay, I let you go, baby. Blip, blip. But yeah,
Himbo killed her. But yes.
How does this keep happening?
I don't know, but
Twitch doesn't want my opinions.
Yeah, but let's sit back and hear an Odie rant. I'm excited.
Okay, it's not Amphibia, it's DuckTales. But
a good one.
Here's the thing. I got really angry at Disney. Have you seen the latest Owl House episode?
Is it it's not the one that came out yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we also have not watched this one yet.
Damn it. It has a really good joke, and it's a showcase of how much Dana Terrace fucking hates working for Disney.
Always great.
Which is a classic for her. This woman should be making every show. No, Disney hates their creators. They don't respect their showrunners. They don't respect their audience. They leak their content. They cut short their best series because DuckTales was supposed to have a fourth season, where Darkwing Duck had another episode, and that was to be the pilot of a Darkwing Duck show that I don't think ever happened. They hate their audience, and every time I see someone saying that, I want to watch it, but I don't. I'll catch it on Disney Plus. And first of all, I live in Colombia. I don't get anything good in my Disney Plus until like 3 months after it airs on the US. Ooh. So fuck you, Disney, for that.
Yo ho, fiddly-dee.
Yeah, I openly and proudly pirate your shit. Well, it's not shit, it's good things.
Yeah, they can keep the shit.
Yeah, I'm looking for the
practices.
I'm actually stalling because I have the rant I actually told Enigma.
Oh no, you have it written out? You can just read it.
Script.
No. I was thinking of something. No, it was a talk about how the old house has had to radically change its scope to fit the fact that they lost a season and a half, and they were prepared to do a lot more, and you can tell that by how the latest episode have played out, because they're usually like 3 or 4 plots at the same time. Um, and they're all done well, but fucking Christ, I really wish we had one episode for each plot, and we don't get that. And every time I see that, and I admire the showrunners, I admire the actors, I admire the animators for making such an amazing thing with what little they have, and then I get angry at Disney for not giving them the appropriate room to make what they should make.
Admiring the creative team, but having a disdain for the higher ups, the execs
Yeah,
that don't have a creative bone in their body.
Yeah, they say that the Owl House doesn't fit the Disney franchise, which it's a show about magic, and it has adventure, and it has, I don't know, a female protagonist. It's everything that you would want from a Disney show, and they say it doesn't fit because
it's
I don't know.
serialized. That their
It's
biggest thing is
fun.
that they're trying to. This is not excusing, this is explanation. The biggest thing is that they're trying to eradicate serialized animation from their TV networks because it's harder to show reruns of a serialized show. That's why back in the day, you would rarely get an animated show that actually had a proper finale episode. Like Angry Beavers had a finale episode they were going to do, but Nickelodeon was like, nope, because that way, with the syndicated episodes, we can rerun them and people wouldn't even know that the show's been canceled. So, which is scummy as hell. But
No,
like it's but it's just a thing of like because they also just they treat Disney Channel shows and stuff as competition for Disney Plus, even though Disney Channel stuff will go on Disney Plus. They don't want to accept the streaming generation. I that's the biggest thing, because it's like, okay, then why don't you just make the last season of Owl House a streaming exclusive? I wouldn't absolutely love that, but at least then you wouldn't have the fear of the general audience watching you, of people who pay for things like that. Like, I don't get you. Networks have no excuse anymore with this kind of stuff.
Yeah. And on that note, I personally absolutely prefer serialized stuff. Like, whenever with previous shows, I was always like, when there is a story, when there is something actually evolving, building, progressing, that's what makes shows so much more interesting. I mean, I understand where this entire, once again, not streaming, but TV streaming comes from. Like, we just want to be able to vomit out the same episodes over and over for the dumb kids.
That's probably why I end up watching the same episode of Reese's like 50 times, and instead of all the other ones, because they always aired one episode.
Yeah, it's just it's so fucking stupid. And now they're trying to just stop shows from doing any status quo changes. Like, let's take Futurama, right? Futurama is a show that doesn't have overarching stories, but they do have changes to the characters that stick. It's
they do have character
development, and that's the type of episodic shows I like. Is shows that like, look, you don't have to watch every episode in order, but when there's a status quo change, there's a status quo change. Fucking MLP did that. Big City Greens does that. Craig of the Creek does that. And those are all episodic shows that I really like. Also, just saying, to people shitting on Big City Greens just because Amphibia and Owl House are ending, it is not that show's fault. Stop shitting on Big City Greens and Ghost and Molly McGee for just existing. Other shows can't dictate what happens to other shows. You fucking idiots. I just... it aggravates me.
Apparently.
Well, you don't need to tear down other shows just because you're mad that your show show ended. I think that's just highly immature and it's stifling.
But you
can't.
That's actually that was actually going to be my second part of the rant, and it's that I hate Disney fans.
I was about to say you can't be mad at Daddy Disney, so you need to find a different target.
No, I'm mad at the grandchildren too. Like fucking Christ. First off, Owl House is the best series I've seen ever. It's in my top 1.
A whole 1.
Yeah, but people the fandom just care about the fucking shipping and fuck off. Like,
oh yeah, we've shared this sentiment before.
Yeah, seriously, stop this entire Ida Rem stuff. It's not that important. That was the ship you mentioned. Rain. That was the ship you mentioned. That was the ship you meant, right?
I mean, kind of. They take away from everything else that happens to focus on the shipping, and no, the shipping is good because the show is good. Like, focusing on the shipping
have organically in the show too. It's not like Star versus where Starco usurped everything.
Thank you. I was going to say that. Not fucking Star versus where everything is about fucking Marco's harem, because who was it? I don't know, like 4 girls. I stopped watching the show.
Yeah, well, because Marco had Star, Marco had Jackie, Marco had the green-haired girl,
which was the only one he actually had chemistry with.
Some people like to put Hekapoo on that list, and that makes me kinds of uncomfy.
Hekapoo is probably the one he fucked.
I know he's 35 in the alternate universe, but can we not?
But he was in his adult body. I'm very sure.
I understand, but
it's still concerning, man.
I'm just saying is that they had one scene where he uses the adult voice while he's still like 15-year-old Marco, and Hekapoo gets all flustered. I was like, I don't like that.
Okay, I suppressed the memory of that scene, but I believe you that it exists.
Stop that. But like,
it's time to stop. I need to.
No, it's just like Star versus shouldn't have done all that fucking Starco usurping every single fucking thing when they had a literal race war going on.
Exactly, and that's what annoys me about the Owl fan, that they make it about the shipping, and then like, the universe is about to lose a lot of magic. Like the ending of fucking Star versus is about to happen, and it's a bad thing, and you're here worried about, I don't know, Hunter and Willow. They're cute, but.
Yeah, but you know what? They have moments where Hunter is blushing at Willow, but they still focus on the fact of, oh yeah, these coven leaders are trying to kill us. Like, they know where to keep their focus, but the fans don't. The show
is good. The fan base fucking sucks, and their producers suck. Like, the only good thing about the Owl House is the Owl House. Everything else is shit.
And artists do good art.
Yeah. Oh man, the fan art is amazing.
But
you have shared Maureen Mark here before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he has a cult following in Latin America because as soon as he makes a comic, someone instantly translates it and posts it in Latin American circles, and everyone loves him.
It's fantastic.
Like that dude, that dude also transcends barriers.
Yeah,
I love Owl House. I hate Star versus. Wait, no, I hate Disney.
You hate Disney.
I hate Disney fans. I hate people who say, "Oh, I'm just gonna, as soon as this show is over, I'm canceling Disney Plus." Bro, it's called torrenting. It's called Kim Cartoon. It's called Putlockers. You don't have to pay for shows if they're holding you hostage.
See, that's the one thing, like, Disney Plus I'm not counting, but specifically with the Netflix situation is, especially with how badly Netflix advertises a lot of their stuff, especially animated content, you do have to show what you support with your viewership, because they do not take bootlegs into account there. And especially since there are just some shows on Netflix that are holding on by a thread because of their whole demolishing of the animation division.
Oh man, I fucking hated that news.
Yeah,
I
so
think
it's just that kind of thing. But no, we have to
what
give
was
more money to Dave Chappelle for his fucking stand-up routines. Fuck that shit.
where he's an asshole. I don't even care if he's controversial. He's just an asshole. Uh, no, I was going to say, which one was Alex Hirsch's series in Netflix?
Repeat that.
Alex Hirsch,
Alex Hirsch.
Oh yeah, Alex Hirsch produces a series on Netflix with which is Inside Job.
Yeah. This was fantastic.
Lauren Faust was going to have a show on Netflix. That got dropped by Netflix mid-production. There was a whole, I think, like, Thai or Indonesian production that got dropped by Netflix recently. The fourth attempt of making an animated adaptation of the Bone comics got dropped by Netflix.
Oh,
they dropped Inside Job?
No, they didn't drop Inside. They haven't announced if Inside Job got canceled.
Okay.
But there was a bunch of shows that were mid-production that Netflix was like, nope, fuck you guys. Like, they were in the middle of making their shows, and Netflix was like, whoosh. And because of Netflix's contract thing, they can't market those shows to other networks or streaming services for a good 2 years.
Yeah, that's also.
I don't know I don't know what was the situation with Tuca and Birdie that they were able to get picked up by Adult Swim at a relatively fast thing, but they probably had to pay a shit ton of money to make it happen.
Or maybe it was actually already 2 years because they were dead for a while.
Well, I'm gonna look at a new question because
I was about to say, yeah. How about a nice feel-good question?
Yeah, you got your fucking rant, Enigma. Hope you're happy.
You got your rant with a sprinkling of Chrissy and Max cynicism in there, so there you go. Let's see. I can be annoying too, asks. We've all had our edgy phase. What do you still preserve from it?
I have never seen that guy comment before.
What was dabbing your edgy question? What was your edgy phase?
I don't
Here's the thing.
Oh wait, I might have an answer to that.
I don't count dabbing as my edgy phase because I was an adult when it first became a thing.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. How late bloomer is Max that dabbing was in his edgy phase? I'm trying to think. I never went through an emo edge phase. I went through a pop punk phase. That is never went away. I like, well, I mean, like, and I mean, like, not like emo punk kind of stuff, like pop punk, you know. So things that are actually, they go hard, but they're kind of happy, like Bowling for Soup and shit like that. So I guess, like, the music taste, I like things that are, like, really loud and violent, but also upbeat. I like the subversion stuff. I've always been into subversion kind of things. So maybe that's retained.
Does this count as edgy?
That's what I was saying. I don't really have an edgy phase.
So, well, I still own it at least, even though I not wear it anymore nowadays.
Oh god,
you got a Columbine jacket? Like,
I mean, to point it out, I live in Europe. Thank you very much.
Alright, it's a Neo jacket.
See, this is the thing. On the schoolyard, because yes, I own this particular coat since high school, and I was also wearing a lot black. I heard people like, "Hey, Matrix man," and I'm like, no, this kind of coat doesn't exist in Matrix because Neo has a fabric one and the only leather one is worn by Morpheus and the Morpheus one is actually with a pattern. Yes, this was my thought process why people called me Matrix Man.
So what you're saying is the thing that retained from your edgy phase was you being hypercritical.
I mean, that is part of me. I'm not sure, but no. But yeah, this is literally how I went to school for the last year of high school.
I think I've seen some pictures you showed me in high school with you wearing this jacket.
Yeah, I mean, what was fun in Germany, it's tradition for the last day of high school. for the graduating class, or for their last day, I should say, that the graduating class takes over the school, which means like there's 2 classes of regular classes still happen for the rest of school before then they take over. And no, that's not even true. No, we blocked the entrances to the building and let all the pupils come up in the collect in the courtyard, and then usually it's like with bombardment with water balloons and super sockers. Okay. And for that event, I bought like 8 water guns. I holstered them everywhere in my outfit. All black, sunglasses, and I went out there like into the schoolyard and like drop the weapons, more weapons.
That's amazing.
I'm sorry, the American in me that just feels like, there's a lot of oof there. I mean,
excuse me, this is literally the scene from The Matrix.
I know it's a scene from The Matrix, but I'm sorry if the thing where my brain goes back in time to that era, it goes into the American part of that, which long black leather jackets in high school is a red flag for most people in America. Sorry, that's what we've been conditioned.
Yep, and I'm just telling you, outside in the rest of the world, not everything is about America.
I wish we had the rest of the world's perception. I would love to think of it as a Neo jacket.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was my leftover.
Okay.
No, I don't really have.
But I feel awkward about wearing it nowadays, so it's just hanging in the bedroom.
I did have an edgy face. I hated the church. I hated authority. I listened to loud music.
That's all normal. Where's the edgy part?
I was going to say, I still listen to loud music. I still hate authority. I still hate the church. I still hate the. So I am still in my face for, I don't know, 15 years and counting. So go me. I still watch fucking K&D like I'm the kid who hates adults.
You are a K&D agent, but like.
I wish. I need to make a K&D sauna.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I never had an edgy phase. I had a hippie artist phase that just never went away. I've kind of just like. I'm trying to think, because edgy phase wasn't really a thing, at least not in the groups that I was around, because around the aughts, they're like the late aughts, so would be like the low random like the beginning of memes and meme culture and stuff, so there was all that, but I still like those memes. I still know if I start hearing the beginning things of, do you like waffles? Yeah, I like waffles. I could still recite the entire thing. I know all the lyrics to the greatest battle in history. That's the thing. I haven't really changed. I've just grown older and know how to hide it better.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no. I can make up for your lack of an edgy face.
What?
So I remembered wearing the trench coat and having all the guns, but I don't remember how tiny I look as a late teenager. Oh no!
Are we gonna
what would you say?
Oh, look at baby Max!
You were even smaller.
God, you look like the guy from Rent.
The cringe is real.
Oh man, the hairstyle is nice hair, buddy.
I know.
Wow. You can never say that you don't like your hair now. It at least looks more stylish than that.
And I already had the widow's peak back then.
You had a phase of almost ramen looking. I know that you have pictures of you in college with like the shark tooth.
Also, look at how drenched I am. I went out there for 5 minutes and just everybody fired at me.
Yes, the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Thank you, Enigma.
Look at the fuckers.
Yeah.
Because I dropped all my guns, also they got stolen.
Was that fun? The senior day, most people just didn't go to school back in my day, which that was.
I don't know. The last day I was allowed to give a speech, I just gave every schoolmate the middle finger.
Oh, well, I mean that's fun
Like
too.
I had an edgy face. I really had an edgy face.
Well, yes. Now you're
And they deserve that
just
music.
now you're just online edgy. We call that an activist.
Okay, yeah.
I know it's a selectivist because I don't do shit.
Slacktivist. I like that. Okay, well now I think we only have the FMK. We didn't
Well
have a lot of
then.
questions this week.
I mean, we are also
That's
plenty in time and stuff. So yeah, let's go.
All right. So from To Be a Better Prince, time for another concept FMK, and it's going to be something that video games seem to be doing these days. So, fuck, marry, kill, modern video game gimmicks. Okay. So we have remasters, re-releases, original format and everything, and remakes. Get that gamer chair set, your snacks all sorted out, and make sure that damn Wi-Fi router doesn't fizzle out at the most inopportune time. I think he meant inopportune because he put impromptu. I don't think that's a word.
I'm pretty sure this question looked different before, but I like the current version of it. No. Okay.
I mean,
yes. Was it a YouTube thing? Because you said
something.
misspelled Susan. Who's Susan?
But yeah, either way, Odie, you know how it goes. You have watched the show often enough. Guest goes first.
Okay, let's see. Remasters are when you take the original game and you
probably if it
update it. Right?
Yeah, if it you up the graphics.
Yeah,
and
if it for example. Yeah, if it's for example a really old game from the 90s or whatnot, you release it in 1080p resolution and stuff, so that everything is so tiny. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Re-releases are original format, and remakes are making the same game again.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Tomb Raider remake. So it's essentially like this is their. It's like new, but everything's from the ground up. It's not just we're taking graphics and upscaling them kind of thing.
Okay, I hate 2 of 3.
You still need you can only kill one.
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking releases are just a cash grab. Remakes are a cash grab with even less creativity. Remasters are amazing. I love Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I love fucking Daggerfall Unity. I love remasters.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to marry remasters because I can last with them. I can love them. I'm going to hate fuck re-releases.
The option of hate fuck. Why do we think never of hate fucks?
Because you like re-releases don't have creativity or something.
Ouch.
And I kill remakes because there's nothing more brain dead and fucking annoying to me than taking something that was good and making it again but worse. That's remakes all the time. This is video. I know the question is video games, but check out any TV show adaptation. They're fucking shit because they're remakes, and I hate them. So yeah, I marry remasters. I fuck re-releases, and I kill remakes.
Okay, now who the hell got to go second last time?
I think I went second last time.
Okay. Oh, this would mean that I may go second. Okay.
Yes.
So, you married the remasters. You fucked the releases.
Mm-hmm.
And you murdered the remakes.
Mm-hmm. Violently.
Which way to turn it? Shit. Oh, even as the second one, I already don't like it. I almost wish I would be third, so I could, so I could just take the scraps and roll with it. Okay, let's see. Wait, this also implies that I also hate 2 of them. Do I also hate 2 of them? Do I want to kill 2 of them? Wait, okay, let me remasters, re-releases. Okay, I guess I turn it this way. I do marry the remakes. If it's really a soulless remake and doesn't add anything new and whatnot, then yeah, fuck that shit. But at least, unlike the other two options, a remake at least has potential to it. And what do you want to have in an ongoing relationship, in a marriage? You want to have potential for change. Otherwise, it's just like monotony. Re-releases and remasters are kind of monotony. If you think about it in marriage terms, a re-release is like basically getting divorced and getting back together, and a remaster is like a tit job. I don't know. So the remake at least brings something new to the table.
Yeah? Okay.
Keeping turning the wheel. This means I am fucking the remasters. It was, I believe. Yes, I'm fucking the remasters because it's like
so the tit job is going to use.
Which completely you see how brilliant and thought through my analogy was, because it works, because it's like, hey, you maybe already had sex with them before, but now you can have sex with them again, but with something got improved, got remastered. So yay, go for it. Yay, the plastic surgery. Yay, plastic surgery.
Okay.
It's painful. It hurts. But I
pray for the day that someone makes a compilation of all the cancelable statements you make on this show.
Oh,
they run out of fucking show.
Even so, this is probably not even making the top 5. Anyways.
No, not even the top 20.
But yeah, and I kill the re-releases because what's the fucking point? Fuck you, Skyrim. Skyrim wasn't even that good.
Oh yeah.
And then it gets. And everybody rebuys it. I mean, I only own one version of Skyrim, but I do own. Oh no! Wait, no! It was Oblivion. I had Oblivion as a physical disc, and then there was no Skyrim at the time. I got it when it was actually the new shit. So I got it. I had Oblivion as a physical thing, and the CDs got so scratched that it's now trash. And I bought Skyrim on Steam, and I have this version, but it's the only version that I have and that I need. But yeah, Skyrim is obviously only the worst offender. But re-releases is like, just create a better emulator culture instead of literally selling you the same shit over and over because you made the previous hardware obsolete. So yeah, that was my answer. Key.
Okay.
What did we leave you? Who is your true love to marry?
Yeah, what am I left with?
Okay, you have to kill remasters.
I have to kill remasters.
Wait, didn't you already kill remasters?
No, I killed
remakes. You killed remakes, that's true. So Keyframe has to kill remasters, fuck remakes, and marry re-releases. Or yeah.
Well, I mean, I was already going to marry re-releases.
Oh, why is that?
I think that, for one thing, if you put them in the perspective of a relationship, there's consistency. Sometimes you just want consistency. Sometimes life is hard, and it's just good to go back to something that you know is comfortable and safe. In the way of, what did you expect to gain from that, from an empty decanter? Yeah, there you go.
What? Yes, always more water.
Always.
Can confirm.
In the terms of the games, look, there are games that people don't have the accessibility to because it's from an older console or something, and prices to buy older consoles are extortionate right now. So having a re-releases is useful for accessibility reasons. There is a use for some of them. You shouldn't price them to be like the price of a AAA game, but there's a use. And if I marry them, maybe I could change them. Maybe I could tell them to not be priced at the same price as a AAA game. I could tell them, honey, for the better good, just release for $5.
No, you can fix them.
That's what a rare one. It's a I can fix them answer instead of the gold digger answer. Talking about gold diggers.
Okay, so now I have to fuck remakes?
Is that yes.
Yes, okay. Well, look, it's a completely new thing built from the ground up. If I want to remake a fuck buddy, I can remake them to my specifications from the ground up.
So you are basically like, what's her face? From Emperor's New Groove. Yzma. Yes, you are basically like Yzma, who keeps just getting a newer, refreshed model of Kronk every few years.
Exactly. I am Yzma, apparently. But no, I could build it up from the ground up to this new specification. High quality. Exactly what I want. Get rid of the problematic bits. It's perfect. Why would I not want to fuck that?
The poison for Cusco's poison. You're talking about the poison.
Not fucking Kronk. That is where that comparison ends.
I see.
And now I have to kill remasters. What's the point of them? If you have remakes and you have re-releases, you can have the original or you can have something absolutely new and better. I don't need a remaster. I don't need to be reminded that Conker's Bad Fur Day was N64 graphics and now you have N64 graphics but a little bit nicer. No, give me something new. Give me something fresh. I don't need something that's an in-between leftover. I want the original or I want something even better. I don't want the middle child, so I'm gonna kill the middle child. All middle children should be eradicated.
I am a middle child.
Well,
all middle children except Charlie should be eradicated.
That is so awkward.
Fucking awkward.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random grabs. Time for awkward guests. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guests. It's the awkward. Artwork and analysis which you do not want to miss on awkward.